Hey guys, welcome to episode 3. Today is all about detailing. I'm going to be showing you guys how I detail my car and maintain it each week. A lot of you guys have messaged me over Instagram asking what products I use, what's my process. So I kind of just put all the information into one video that kind of explains the whole process and everything. So yeah, let's crack into it. Now I use all Bowdens Own products. I think they're fantastic. They've got a huge range of products for interior and exterior cleaning. It's all Australian made, so it's designed for New Zealand and Australian conditions. And a lot of the products that I've tried over the years, they dry out, they streak. You have to apply them in the shade or under cover, and that for me is really impractical, as you can see with my house. Like, I've got no kind of sheltered place that I can kind of do all of my detailing for. They've got products that are better to be applied in the shade or better to be applied in the sun, but everything is kind of listed out and broken down. It's really easy, and that's kind of what I like about it. Now the water blaster I use is the Karcher K4. I find that's a really good water blaster. It produces around 1900 psi, so that's pretty damn good. I mean, you wouldn't want to go past 2400 psi. That's when it starts to get into the chance of you being able to penetrate through the paint in the top layer of the top coat. So 1900 is a real safe pressure to be able to maintain your weekly clean. So as you can see, the car has been sitting here for the last couple of weeks. It needs a bloody good clean, but I've kind of been putting it off because New Zealand's in stage 4 lockdown with COVID-19. So I've got plenty of stuff to do. So I thought, you know what, now it's time to get on to doing a bit of a detailing video for you guys. Step 1 with any detail is wheels first. The reason you do wheels first is it's the most dirtiest part of the car. So you don't want, once you've cleaned the whole car down, you don't want to do the wheels last, because you'll have all the dirty grit and grime that comes from the wheels that goes then back onto the nice clean panel. So the first thing you do is you start off with the wheels, and so if any overspray gets on the car, you know that you're going to be washing it off later on anyway. So the first thing I do is I come over and I grab my wheelie clean, add this onto my bucket. I then grab my Wet Dreams, and I then grab my orange agent. I then use the Auto Body Gel because we're working in the sun today. It's very sunny. Auto Body Gel is one of Bowdens' own non-streak shampoo. So this thing will not streak out in the sun, and that's what we kind of want to work with today. It's not as hydrophobic as some of the other products, but it is a fantastic product nonetheless. So I'll just grab a capful of the Auto Body Gel and put it in my wheels bucket. Sure I get it all out, and then we start with the wheels. Next step is you grab your water blaster and you give it a bit of a foam. There we go. I'm starting off with Wheelie Clean. This stuff is absolutely amazing. This is the iron remover. So what this does is you spray it, you give a nice little even coating over all of your wheels, and what this does is that all of the brake dust or the iron particles that are on your wheels, this stuff starts eating away at it. As you can see, it's starting to turn purple, which now means that it's eating away at the iron. And this is a perfect sign of what you want to see. I'll then grab the orange agent, which is an all-purpose cleaner, and I'll give the tyres a bit of a spray over. And then you go and grab your little brush, and I'll start scrubbing away at the tyres because dirt and stuff builds up on the tyres. So once that's done, you can see it's still turning purple and eating away. That's what you want. I then start going around all of the edges with the brush, getting into all the corners. Then grab your little nuts and guts brush, Bowdens' own big boy Brett. Shout out to Brett Hobbs. And I'm getting into all the little nooks and crannies here. Making sure that where that bigger brush can't reach, this thing does. And now I'm going to start scrubbing the brake discs, making sure that you get up all the build up out of it. finish off with giving the little Brembos a once over, making sure that every little nook and cranny has been covered. I then grab my little nuts and guts brush and get into the nut wells. I then grab my glove and I start pinching away at the wheel and start really getting in around all those little grooves. And then last but not least, you then go through and get the barrel or the bowl of the wheels. You can't forget this part. This really makes a big difference to the shine and quality of the car at the end. It's the first thing that people kind of notice, is if the face of the car is nice, the face of the wheels are nice and shiny, but then you've got a super dirty barrel. It kind of looks a bit Now, Bowdens have released a new product for this, the flathead brush. It's a fantastic brush. I'm still waiting for mine to arrive. Obviously with COVID-19, it's not kind of on the priority list of getting stuff into the country, so don't know when the heck that will arrive, but I cannot wait for it to arrive. And there you go, a nice proper scrub. Now the next step is to grab your water blaster and you stand about 30 centimeters away. And once you've given it that pre-wash down, you then grab this amazing product called Wet Dreams. Now this is a little sacrificial sealant, and this is the stuff that helps create bead porn, helps to keep the wheels cleaner for longer, which means it's easier to clean. So basically, you do about 10 little sprays, give it a nice little even mist on. I kind of go into the barrels as well. You don't really need to do this, but I do. You wait about 10 seconds, and then you water blast it off. And you can see all of that nice bead porn. And that's basically step one done. I've got 3 more wheels to go, but that's basically what you do for your wheels. So once all your wheels are done, you're now ready to do a full pre-wash. So the pre-wash is a snow foam, which once you apply the snow foam, you let it dwell, and basically it picks up all of the rocks and dirt that are on the car and just slowly takes them off. So when you then come to water blast it off, you're water blasting most of the dirt away. So then when you actually come to do your hand wash, where you're going around with mittens scratching things in, you're not going to be scratching rocks and dirt into your paint. Now the product I use is called Snow Job. Fantastic name. Oh, by the way, any Bowdens Own products have fantastic names. We've got Snow Job here, you've got Happy Ending there, they've got crack up names. But yeah, the product I use is Snow Job. So they're pretty good products when it comes to longevity of the bottles and stuff. I'm using 900 ml of water to 100 ml worth of product. They've even got it really clearly labeled on the bottle. Basically that's all you need. So if I can do this one-handed, you tip in 100 ml worth of product. Like so. You then twist on your gun head. And these have different adapters, so if you don't use a catcher, water blaster, you can get lots of different adapters that'll fit any water blaster. So basically once that's done, you give it a good shake, and then it's time to snow job. So the best thing to do when applying snow foam is you always work from the bottom up. This being because the dirtiest part of the car is at the bottom, obviously, and there's more dwell time for the snow foam to stick to the dirty parts and pull it all off. So as you can see, it's doing a pretty good job slowly dripping away all the dirt there. Now I've only used 100 ml worth of product, and that's filled the whole car with snow foam. So we're just going to let this sit here for about 5 minutes and pull as much dirt and grime off as it can, and then we'll go around and water blast it. And now it's time for the 2-bucket method hand wash. So I'm using again auto body gel. I've already put in 1 capful into our wash bucket and our rinse bucket. Reason we do 2-bucket method is because you're trying to minimize swirls and scratches. Really good thing to help minimize swirls and scratches is the grit guards. Now the 2-bucket method, basically you go, it's pretty self-explanatory. You go into your rinse bucket with your microfiber, which today I'm going to be using the Big Blue, and basically you go in, you rub it along the bottom, you rotate it, you rub it along the bottom again. That's a pretty clean towel. You then come over here to your wash bucket, you get your suds and you rub it along the bottom as well. This has got a grit guard in it also. So basically what you're trying to do is you're going to go from your dirty car to your rinse bucket, rub it all off, put it into your wash bucket, and then you've got a nice clean wash mitt again, and then you kind of repeat that cycle around the car. Now you always start from the top down so the suds have time to eat away at any other dirt that's there. But basically it's just nice left to right motion. You never want to do circle motion because that's where you get the swirls from. So just that nice easy soft side to side glide, that's the best kind of action you can do. This wash pillow is fantastic. It's a huge surface area and it holds a heap of suds in it. That's why I like it. It's kind of easy to grip as well. But yeah, it's a great kind of one-stop wash mitt. It can be, as you can see, it bends into nice little nooks and crannies, as well as it can get those big surfaces and hold suds. That's what you kind of want in a wash pillow. And once you're done, you put it back in to your rinse bucket, you rub it along the bottom, you then squeeze it out, you pick up your new suds, and you go again. I absolutely love detailing this car. The paintwork is phenomenal. It just is so smooth. Everything glides. It's just an easy as color to see all the dirt as well. And it's just such an easy shape and easy design of the car. It's just so simple. It makes my life really, really easy. And that's why I love doing a detail to it each week, because, you know, with your busy life schedules and stuff, it's always nice just to give yourself a bit of you time, and I kind of find this quite therapeutic. It's nice just to be able to switch off and kind of just do some sort of meaningless task, and you get great results. And with the Bowdens products, it just makes everything super, super simple. Now this next step is by far my favourite. It is the happy ending finishing foam. Now this is a sacrificial sealant that lasts up to about 3 months, and it's basically like a ceramic coating. It's not a ceramic coating, but it's basically like that. It adds a layer of protection on the top. It helps keep the car cleaner for longer. Basically, yeah, all the water and dirt repels from it. This is a super simple process. It kind of, you apply the foam and you let it sit there for 10 seconds and then you literally water blast it off. It is so simple. It gets into every single nook and cranny in all the panels, and it is super hydrophobic. It's probably the most hydrophobic snow foam that I've come across on the market. So I love this product, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this next step. Now again, I've got the snow cannon here, but what we're going to do differently this time is I've actually got a happy ending bottle. The reason they have a happy ending bottle is because if you cross mix the happy ending formula, if you don't use as much, So you do 900 ml again to 100 ml worth of product, but this normally lasts me 2 to 3 washes of a car. And if it's sitting in the same bottle, obviously you can't use it, but also this thing hardens and sticks in the gun, so you've got to make sure that you wash it thoroughly through before you then put them away. So what we do is we untwist this one here. They've got an awesome little happy ending bottle with a little nose. It's got, where are we? It's got all the instructions on the back, and it's got measurements, so it cannot be any easier. But there we go. Again, I'm going to chuck the lid back on, give it a good shake, right into the lens of the camera, lovely. And then going to twist off this bad boy and chuck it in here. This is very hard to do with one hand is what I'm finding. There we go. Boom. And then now we are ready for a happy ending. Now, as I said earlier, this car hasn't been ceramic coated, so these results are purely just on this product. Just doesn't want to stick at all. I love it. I absolutely love this product. It makes my life so much easier, and it means I don't have to clean it each week, even though I do. So once you've applied happy ending to the car, now you basically have to dry it down. So I use the Ego Power blower. This thing is fantastic. It's 56 volts, and it is just sheer power. So once you've gone around and blow dry the whole car, it's now time to grab a little microfiber cloth, go around into all the door jambs and the boot and everything, and get all that excess water out so there's no watermarks. So once it's all done, it's then time to give the glass a clean. I use naked glass, and I use the 2-towel method. So you spray into 1 towel, you wipe the glass with that, and then you buff off with a dry microfiber cloth. So that's what we'll go and do. And the last step is to apply tyre sheen. Tyre sheen has a satin finish and only takes 5 minutes to dry. And that's it. That's how I detail my car using Bowdens Own products. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I've definitely enjoyed cleaning my car yet again. Stay tuned for the next one, and we'll catch you guys next time.